We are back for another Unmasked Unchained post-campaign after show with the cast of our Once Upon a Key, definitely not Disney campaign, and our glorious NPC friends who join us whenever the hell they feel like it. What's up, guys?
Hello.
About it.
Hello.
Boy, howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
Boy, howdy.
So
I feel like if I can work temper well enough, there'll be a point where all I have to say is hello.
yeah, temper is great, and
No more catchphrases. I can just say hello.
one of the new friends that I have made through Networking Heroes and Hooligans joined us in stream tonight and was just like, I love Temper. Temper is the greatest character ever.
He's so lazy. So lazy.
He's so good, though. He's so sweet. So we started the week off with Philly doing the dude. How did it feel waking up without your friends, Phil?
I believe Philly at first felt great because it was a nice, quiet house. It was a mess, just the way she likes it. And then worried and sad because it was probably the first time in her life that she had a consistent group of people. And they left.
And your travel by flu powder experience that ripped your guts to shreds, how was that?
I've had more pleasant ways of traveling, but I've also had worse.
You know what? That is really true. You've also had worse. And you didn't fall for a whole 80 years this time. So it wasn't a long time. Yeah. So that was really great. And then you joined your friends at their fancy campsite. And that was really cool. And yeah. How do you guys feel about the events transpiring after that?
I mean, it's creepy vibes.
Yeah, a lot of creepy vibes.
Extremely creepy. That video was horrifying.
Yes.
I actually had some other creepy stuff in the video, and I thought to myself, what would shenanigans do? And I said, scrap the whole fucking video. So this last slide has to go. Because I really didn't want you to choke me out, BFF, for making you be scaredy pants McGee. So it wasn't as scary as I had originally intended it. But I'm glad you guys enjoy it, because I just really want to grab you by the boo-boo as you're traveling through this haunted 100.
It was definitely creepy.
It was super creepy. And when you're like, oh yeah, CR is immaculate vibes. I was like, this doesn't match up, but okay.
That was so funny.
Well, what was I going to tell you? He's fucking cuckoo magoo? No.
Yeah.
I didn't come out and say that. Yeah, speaking of Christopher Robin and his immaculate vibes and his nice house, that was a good experience, wasn't it?
He's got good manners, too.
He had good manners. That was so much fun. I enjoyed slowly getting a little crazier and a little crazier. That was fun.
Good. It was a good slow burn.
The don't go upstairs was fine. Oh yeah, sure.
I'm so mad we got caught.
Nothing sketch about that.
Nothing sketch at all.
Yeah, and then Philly's like, yeah, I have to pee. Who wants to go with me, Temper? I don't use the bathroom, Philly.
That is not Temper's thing at all.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Temper's ever been inside of a bathroom, much less
Come on, everybody, let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah, Philly's like, we're girls. We travel in packs. That's how it goes. Yeah, but we're really going to sneak up the stairs. But what
they
you weren't prepared
for. They knew
for.
Exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, but you weren't prepared for my statues.
No, I was not. I was not prepared for the golems.
Yeah, for the golems.
If we hadn't been at disadvantage, I would have made it past them.
Oh, those things are super cool. They're like, Smeagol watching you in the night as you're sleeping on the cliffs and dangling your lambus bread off the side so CR can find out. That's exactly what they're for. And it was great.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, you got past him with your cupcake.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like I have to eat this cupcake and go upstairs. I felt like I had to.
I mean, it was the only logical choice,
It's
right?
the only
Like,
logical
let's figure
choice.
it out.
Now, was the choice that I made after that logical? Probably not. Probably not.
You said Philly taps her on the shoulder. I'm like, she doesn't move. You're like, okay. What if Philly grabs the chair? I'm like, she doesn't move. And you're like, okay. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, so Philly's gonna like shake the chair and the body's gonna fall over. You're like, all right, so Philly's gonna drag the chair down the stairs. And I'm like choking on my own oxygen. Like, for the first time in a long time, I didn't have fucking words. I didn't. I was scrambling in my brain like eggs. Like, oh my god, what do I do? Okay, she drags the fucking chair down the stairs. She's still invisible. Potion of invisibility. I can't stop it. It's a thing. It's a thing that's happening.
I was so happy with the way you played it too, with her slapping the stair each time. It's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking like
great.
body bouncing in the chair, like.
Yeah.
Da-donk, 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 every step you hit, and it's very loud. It's like a echoey stone staircase, and
disregard. She didn't care at all. She's
Philly
like, everyone's got to
no
see
shits.
this. This is the fastest way to get everyone to see this.
Yeah, and then you're
There
like,
you go.
Christopher Robin's like, I'm gonna pull the chair away, and you're like, no, I'm gonna put my foot in it. I'm still invisible. I'm like, you're fucking. So Philly was the bully in high school. Like,
menace.
She definitely was a bully for sure. Definitely was a bully.
Philly, you killed me, bud. You really got me. Like, I was just like, okay, well, that's creative. I can't say no to that. They did a thing. Yeah, you're like, and then Chris sits next to me while we're gaming and whatever, and you guys are talking about going back and robbing Christopher Robbins, and this guy's over here muted, giggling about Weekend at Bernie's. He goes to unmute, then here goes Jason. We can talk about Weekend at Bernie's. I'm losing it. I'm done. It's game over.
I was waiting for the Weekend at Bernie's comment.
Yeah.
Well, I was
If
like,
someone wasn't gonna make it, I would have.
Yeah. There were these sunglasses. I was trying to lead y'all to that. Like, these sunglasses.
No, it was fucking
I was
glorious.
sitting there dying.
Well, while you guys have your camp set up, I'm sure your artificer is fabricating a fancy pair of 80s all black sunshades for you to put on CR's mom when you go back and raid his house.
Oh, definitely.
Please, look, she's alive.
They made a Weekend at Bernie's too, by the way.
They did.
Did they?
It was not as good.
Yes.
That's how crazy the 80s got.
I
We're
like
like, fuck it, let's do it again.
That
We
was-
already
that
have
was-
the wheelchair.
that one had zoomies though.
What a time to be alive, the 80s.
Was it the same
man.
body?
Yeah, same guy. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
that
we
thing
can.
stink and blow by
started
now?
to decay.
Yeah, that
It's
was
decayed.
part of the plot. Yeah.
It's 60% decayed.
Oh,
No.
vile.
You
I
can't
will
pick 'em
say,
up anymore.
I really liked Christopher Robin. It was very fun riffing off of you. Oh, thank you. You were a lot of fun to play off of as well.
Yeah, you guys are all maniacs, and I'm happy for it. So
Rue's bullshit was ridiculous.
Mhm.
So the cake eating contest, I like Shanae messaged me earlier. Are they playing any games with Rue or anything? And I'm like, no, not tonight. Middle of session. I'm like, hey, you want to have a cake eating contest?
First off, I didn't know what voice I was coming in with. I just ran.
It was good.
Oh,
was
that hello
great.
right out the
voice was
gate.
So good.
Oh my god. I was like, oh, here we go.
Voice was good. It really good. Made a good visual.
Yeah. When the new person that joined us in the audience tonight was watching, they were just like, they had this like sudden moment of realization, like, oh my god, these are Disney characters. These are Winnie the Pooh characters. I'm like, yeah, it's our Dark Disney campaign, And they're like, oh, this is so good. I'm like, yeah, these voice actors, they're fucking incredible, bro. Like, you guys really, I really seriously mean it. Like a huge thank you. I know some of you play in my campaigns and stuff too, but like, I appreciate the added extra fucking shenanigans that comes from never knowing what an NPC in a campaign that I've put together is going to say to the players in the campaign. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. Let's do it. It's all right.
It comes out purple. Fucking killed me.
That was
so funny.
The thing that got me the most was when you were like, no. Right afterwards, like, the vomit? No. That's gonna kill me.
It was one of those times that, like, you know when you need to tap into such ridiculous bullshit that you just kind of black out.
Yeah. Yeah. The shenanigans is definitely the greatest.
Oh my god, and the fucking harem thing was so good.
That was so funny. I fully spat out the water I had in my mouth onto my computer. I'm not kidding.
Honestly,
I'm like, what, harem?
it took me way too long to figure out what you guys were saying. And then when I got it, I was like, wow, I'm really fucking dumb. I was like, I don't understand why they keep ripping this. I don't.
That and oversized or overgrown chicken.
Yeah, that was so
Hit
good.
me.
Yeah, that was so good.
I was like, what?
Yeah, ripped out your guts, didn't it? You were just so insulted. You're like, oh my god, but fair.
You're right, but ow.
My favorite Philly line of the night. Oh, yeah, they left that part out for me too. That's the Philly quote of the night. That was definitely it. Because Kang is like, but I told them not to go. Yeah, you didn't tell me that, you fucks.
They didn't. They were like, this is where we have to go. I was like, I bet, let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, like Kanga and Rabbit last week very clearly were just like, oh, we don't want to go to Christopher Robin's when they were playing hide and seek and shit. Like, they were just not about it. Like, ugh, God, we want to stay away from there. They were just like, yeah, you shouldn't go there. And then you guys are like, yeah, we're going to go see Christopher Robin. And I'm like, yeah, you are.
We're going to go see this child. When they were
this
talking about, like,
boy
we're going to
child.
go see this human child, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't see what could possibly go wrong, right? Like,
Yeah.
visiting human child boy.
You get there, it's sketchy, it's not a child, and he's got his dead mom upstairs. Yeah, things are going great here.
Things are just great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I
And
thought it was
have
really
fun-
fantastic.
Have fun integrating watermelons into your campaign, Hooli.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to have watermelons all the time now, I think. Yeah, Ollie and his watermelons. He's always looking for his 40 kilograms. And he's like, yeah, they had really nice watermelons. And I'm just giggling like, Ollie thinks Rue has nice melons.
Like,
it's
God,
wasted
what
water
the-
weight,
it
though.
was like, oh, I've got all these
Yeah.
cupcakes. I've got a watermelon in my pouch so I don't trip.
And then Ollie's like, you know, I don't mean to be like greedy or anything, when he literally every place he goes, the first thing the dude wants is 40 kilograms of some vegetable matter, a place to sit down, or some place to sleep. Like, he's like, I don't mean to be greedy, but like, can I eat this food? Because I'm really hungry and those cupcakes made me sick. He took that first round of custard damage and was out of that cupcake
He was
eating
out.
contest.
I was shocked.
Yeah, that didn't kill his health. He only took 3 damage, but Ollie was just like, "Oh, that made me sick. Hell no, I'm out." He tapped. Yeah, Flip ate 21 of those last night because I was just gonna let Flip go until Flip passed out.
Flip just
Yeah,
kept going.
Mads
They
ate
were going.
18.
Yeah,
No, 19. I got 19.
19. Yep.
At first level too. That's not.
Yeah, you guys were insane.
Ugh. Bards don't
Insane.
fuck around. It's fine.
But no, it was another good night. Like, I think Christopher Robin really got you guys. You were very not expecting a grown-ass man to answer the door. And then he was just so like, yeah, no, like, what's going on out there, man? I just got back. And you guys are like, yeah, no, things are really crazy. Little did you know, you know?
Wow, that's crazy. Here, drink some tea.
Just don't go upstairs.
Yeah,
don't
just
go
stay out of my
upstairs.
upstairs. Yeah, don't do the thing because I'll be mad if you do.
Don't tell me to do the
You
thing, 'cause
should
I will do the thing.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
stop asking questions.
And these NPCs are so snarky too. Like, they are so snarky because Rue was just like, well, what business is it of yours to like investigate my best friend's mom? And
That
Ollie was
so
just
good.
like, whoa, man.
I don't
like,
know you.
Yeah, Ollie's just like, whoa, man. Like, are
Oh my
we
gosh.
escalating the situation? And Merrick's like, I think we're out of here.
The question about the sanatorium, I was like, oh my God, you are so lucky. I was like, don't flip out. Don't flip out. Like, I was like, you can't be too crazy yet.
And
I
then
had,
Bob's
I
like,
had a whole joke I was going to make about the spell sanctuary versus asylum and
Oh
Yeah.
my Lord,
I
have
couldn't
mercy.
figure out the wording, so I just went with it.
Bob is just like, I'm not scared of this guy's parlor tricks. Like, essentially called you guys a bunch of pussies when you were ready to leave. He's like, really? We just left because a guy's shadow got big? Fuck.
So I feel like Bob is slowly losing control while we're here in the 100-Acre Woods because I just feel him getting sassier every time I open my mouth.
I mean, he's having his own character development. He's been hoteling it up at the Hotel Traverse Town for a while, and he's just ready to adventure maybe for a little bit. And so he gets a little extra sass, right? Like, he's out in the world. He's clearly superior to any other being in his presence. So when some little tiny rodent or overgrown chicken has something sassy to say, of course he's going to give him back the sass.
Oh, it's so funny.
So-
I love it.
The overgrown chicken fucking killed me. Slayed. I was murdered in that
I was
moment.
not expecting that, and it was everything.
All I see is Joe in the comments. Rude.
Rude.
There was some good
That
chuckles.
is all I could think of.
It's also
I wish-
so funny that like they finished with Kanga and they're like, all right, cool, time to go to Owl. And I felt Joe go, shit, and have to like quick change.
No, I had messaged Joe too and was like, oh yeah, get ready, they're coming back to you. Okay.
I was like,
I wish Rob was here so I could pat Rob on the back and give him all of the virtual air hugs in the planet for having a not whistling mic this evening. That
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
fantastic.
It was
Thank
a
you for that.
blessing
It
in
was amazing.
disguise of
Yeah.
the fact that I couldn't see it. But
It was quite
Temp-
the troubleshooting exercise we undertook this past weekend to fix
Yeah.
that.
Not only is Temper your party health care companion, but he's also Rob's tech care companion. So he fixed him.
Yeah. We called you to test it this
Yep.
past weekend, right?
Yep.
Did
I get a
did
message
you have
from
to
Jason.
Turn it off and back on.
I did. I tried that, and then I don't want to get into the whole thing. It's not interesting, but we tried a bunch of things.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
it was
make the
good.
IT joke of on and off.
Yeah, I mean, we always start with that.
That's my least favorite question whenever you have to call help desk or IT for anything. Well, did you try turning it back on and off? I have done everything on the fucking troubleshooting list I have in front of my face. I'm calling you because it's a last resort and I don't want to talk to you anyway. So please don't be a douche. Yes, I shut it off and turned it back on.
I always start off like I'm like, hi, yeah, hi, hello, hope you're doing good, and I list off everything I've done so far.
I can
And then
actually
they usually
literally
still
hear
ask
you doing
you.
that. I can hear you doing that too, actually, Philly. Like listening to the way you play your character and how you kind of ramble when you're in character too. When you want to
Hey,
get your point
guys.
across, you're like,
Hey,
yeah.
now.
So actually,
Yeah, I've done all these things. Please do not tell me to do them. I've done them. I'm very upset.
oh, technology, gotta love it. But yeah, it was a really good night. I think you guys are starting to figure a little bit of things about the 100-Acre Wood. I think you're figuring out more than it's just creepy. I hope you are. I think
Yeah, we gotta
to
figure
hope
out
you
how
are.
to get out of this damn book.
You gotta
yeah,
figure
thanks for
out
giving
what's
Owl
up.
a fucking existential crisis there for a second.
Yeah, are you suggesting that Owl's life is a lie? Like it's a book?
Have a life?
Yeah.
What?
fine.
I just don't
You
think
guys-
Philly would like really recognize what she's saying and just say it. Like, yeah, it's
No.
the book. You know, the book, obviously.
I have a library behind me. Of course I know what books are.
Well, you must have jumped in one, just like I did.
Oh my god.
Okay, I look forward to next week to seeing what comes out purple.
Yeah.
Me too.
Also, look forward to next week to seeing what comes out purple. So on that note, we're going to call it a night, guys. Thanks for hanging out and doing the stuff and the things. And we will see everybody next week for another episode of Definitely Not Disney Once Upon a Key on Heroes and Hooligans. As always, thank you for watching and have a great night.